Hey guys, welcome back. I'm Megan and this is Chiron Equine. Have you thought about getting your coach a holiday gift? Have you ever gotten your coach a holiday gift? I know I've given quite a few and I've gotten quite a few, so I wanted to put together a little gift guide for you and tell you the things that I have appreciated the most as a coach. Hopefully this will give you some ideas. So, the very first thing I want to say is this does not have to cost you money. Does not have to cost a lot of money, it does not have to cost any money. Some of my favorite gifts from students have been things they've made for me or things they've done for me. So art is always awesome. This was a picture done by a student of mine like 3 or 4 years ago, and she doesn't even ride with me anymore, but I still have this on my fridge because I just really love that they took the time to do a picture of my horse after she got to ride her once, because that was a really exciting day for her. So yeah, like I said, this still lives on my fridge. I have a couple of other pieces from students and I absolutely love them. Ways you can donate your time. There are a couple of chores around the barn that other people have volunteered to do for me that I always appreciate because it's stuff that either is always needing to be done or doesn't get done because of time. So things you can volunteer to do. Take home a stack of saddle pads and wash them. That is an ongoing job, and not all barns have a washer dryer right on site where we can do that kind of stuff. Some of us take our saddle pads home, wash them, and bring them back for the next lesson. So help with that is always appreciated. Washing brushes. I didn't even know when I was a kid that brushes need to be washed sometimes. So that's something I try to do at least twice a year, is just set everything up in the wash stall or fill a trough with warm soapy water and soak everything and hose it off. And that is something that you guys can do for your coach that I'm sure they would really, really appreciate. In the summertime, if you're up in the snowy north like me, or all year round if you live somewhere where you don't get a winter, painting jumps is really something that should be touched up every year or two. So get together with all of the students from your lesson and plan a paint party and touch up the paint on the jump poles, and that's something that I bet your coach will really appreciate. Gifts that I get a lot of that are fairly common that I really like. Chocolate, baking, especially if you guys make homemade cookies and stuff. I always love stuff like that, and I'm sure your coach will love stuff like that too. Wine, coffee, tea. I drink both. I used to be a much bigger tea drinker. I find the older I get and the more energy I need, the more I go back to coffee, but I really, really appreciate tea, especially as a gift. So find out what your coach likes to drink in the wintertime, especially to keep warm. What has she got in her mug, or what has he got in his mug in the arena while they're teaching? That's always something that's really nice. Mugs. I can't have enough thermos tumblers, but I also love mugs for my desk or for at home, and I really appreciate getting those just because it's a memory. I always remember who gave it to me and what they were thinking. Gift cards is something I get a lot. Again, find out where your coach gets their coffee or tea. Those are always really, really appreciated. My favorite gift cards to get are for the feed store. Find out where your coach buys their feed and their barn supplies and get them a gift card for the feed store. I love those so much more than a gift card for a big box store because I know it's going straight back into the horses, and I really appreciate that. I have used feed store gift cards to get brooms and pitchforks and things like that, and I always really appreciate stuff like that. Stuff for the barn, like I said. If you notice that the pitchfork's missing a tine or the broom is looking really scraggly, those are really nice things to get as a gift. They're something that is going to need replacing at least a couple times a year, and it's a gift to me that says you guys understand the work we put in the barn. So those are always really appreciated. I always love getting stuff for leather care, saddle soap, conditioner, boot polish, cloths and sponges, things for taking care of the tack are always really appreciated. I also have gotten gifts from students where they took a photo of them on their lesson horse and framed it, and I can hang those in the barn or in my office. I really love being able to decorate with photos of my students. So those kinds of things are always really, really appreciated as well, especially if you guys got a ribbon at a show or did something brand new in a lesson and happened to catch a really great picture of it. Those things are really fun for us to have as coaches. I love having those kinds of memories. If you guys happen to snap great pictures of my horses while you're waiting around for a lesson, I always appreciate those as well. Things to wear. I happen to really like scarves. I don't know if you can see, I've got a bunch hanging over here. I love scarves. So if that's something your coach likes. I also really love boot socks. I just picked these ones up for myself. I haven't even unwrapped them yet. These are animals buying their Christmas trees, which I think is just cute and hilarious. And these are by Sock It To Me, which is one of my favorite companies for knee socks. I probably have about 20 pairs of their socks at this point. But there are lots of great companies for boot socks, and those are always a lot of fun. I really like those. I also love getting really fun t-shirts. This is a really funny one that I bought off an Instagram account, Gray & Co Designs, and I'll link that in the description for you. I think this is really funny. I also have this one from Spiced Equestrian, and these guys also have this print on a coffee tumbler that I am going to buy because I love it. And I also designed a t-shirt this year specifically for coaches. So I hope you guys don't mind. I want to show you a picture of it here while we're chatting. It just came out yesterday. I'm sure if you are a coach, you can relate, or if you are a student, you can relate. I've always said there are a couple of things that I say over and over and over again. It's always eyes up, heels down, shoulders back, add leg. So after making the joke a couple of times that I felt like one of those toys with a pull string that just cycles through a list of sayings, I decided to put that on a t-shirt. So I have two different versions depending on how clean your coach's language is. The back of both of them says coach and has a pull string on it, and I will leave a link to that in the description box. I do get a couple of dollars if you order one of those. They are through Teespring, so you just order the size and shirt style that you want and they ship it directly to you. And I hope you guys will check it out because I'm really excited. I just ordered my samples this morning. They will hopefully get here before Christmas, and I'm really excited to show them off and wear them in videos in the future. Thank you so much for checking in, guys. I hope this gives you some ideas of what to get your coach around the holidays. If you decide to get them a gift, it's also absolutely not necessary, but I hope this gives you a couple of ideas if you are gift shopping, and I will see you very soon. Thank you so much.